Uh, Happy to be live, man. What's going on, guys? So, today marks my first year anniversary of marriage, and the reason why I want to talk about this, is because it's important to me. You don't see too many positive, videos about marriage, and you see like the red pill community kind of shuns it, and they go to the negative side of marriage, just like, oh well, you run that risk as a man if you're developing yourself that if it doesn't work out, she can take half your assets, and now you living at home and you got to start back from ground zero. It's a lot of laws that's set in place for men to not be successful, to be a financial burden. But I want to say from my personal experience, what up, Blaze? What up, Blaze 50? I just want to say from my personal experience, I actually enjoyed being married. I had a lot of ups and downs, and I think, like, especially as a Christian, I was preaching about this as a Christian. The Bible says that a man's supposed to leave his mother and father and be united to his wife. So when you become a young man, that should be your goal. And I know in this world we kind of praise like fornication, having sex before marriage, having a bunch of girlfriends and women to sleep around, but at the same time you're giving into your flesh, and that's really it's gonna deter you from actually being one with the Lord. So that's a gift. That's why in the book of Proverbs, when it says that a man who finds him a wife finds him a good thing, that's so important. Don't get me wrong; it's extremely difficult. You're gonna go through the wilderness, and I'm not a marriage expert at all. I've been here for a year. You probably want to talk to people who've been in marriages 10+ years. They still going through it, but I know this is a beautiful opportunity to plant your seed, and and continuously to have your children play the field and spread the word of God. And when I got married in November 7th last year, it was a great thing, man. That was just an honorable thing, and I just encourage young men to do that. I'm not saying go ahead and rush, but at the same time, man, don't worry about how much money you're gonna make. Of course, you need, as a man, you're supposed to provide and protect. It's good to have, at the same time, Genesis, with the Lord. I say Genesis because Eve came from Adam. And when Adam, before he was married, well, before he decided Eve was going to be his wife, he was actually working. He was working in the Garden of Eden. He was in tune with God. That's how pure he was. He was in tune with the Lord. He was naming all the animals. So he was walking in his calling. All right. So that's the most important thing. So just keep that in mind. That's what I'll probably say. And just talk to the Lord about it. But from my experience, yeah, man, just communication is extremely important. Communication, and let me know if you guys can hear me pretty well too. Because I think this is my sign here. um yeah, communication, uh it's important. Hold on. Yeah, so yeah, communication is extremely important, man. You got to communicate with your spouse, especially if you guys have different hobbies. If you're doing something like going doing basketball, football, or any extracurricular activities or whatever. Let your spouse know. I always know that's important. Transitioning from the single life to a commitment relationship can be very difficult at times. you know, but it's a beautiful thing. But just notice that you're gonna go through challenges. You're gonna go through, like, it's gonna be death in the family. It's gonna be a lot of things that you're gonna have to go through. But if you have, by the grace of God, you'll be able to get through it and move forward. I know people, a lot of young people, go through things as far as like jobs, and I know it's a big resignation going on for a lot of millennials leaving their jobs because they sick of being disrespected and getting paid, low wage jobs. Blaze 50 said, I'm there with you when you blow up. Keep it up, bro. Thanks, Blaze 50. I appreciate you, man. Continue to spread the love, man. And that's where it's gonna be, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Like I said, the best thing you can do, like you're doing, you're a content creator as well. Even if you don't make videos, you're commenting on here, you're a creator. So I appreciate you, people like you. Best thing you can do is spread my videos, man, and to other people and sharing it. Thank you. But I'm just happy to be in marriage. I want to say this too. I just want to be the person I really have strong faith that things is going to work out, especially when we have children. That stuff is going to be a little different as well. So I want to make a positive video about marriage. Marriage is really not all that bad. It really isn't. Yeah, it's hard because you taking care of another person, that person taking care of you. So you got two grown people all in one house. Like it can be very difficult. But at the same time, man, like if you set goals, like I think you will get through it, and just keep God first. You can't get through this without God, man. I mean, God is that covenant, man, you have with him. And because Satan, he spiritually attacks that because he knows that marriage just has the ability for a man to create a family, right? And so when that kingdom is together, he will try everything he can to divide it. Remember, a kingdom that's divided, a house that's divided cannot stand. So that's why he tried to attack like your family, try to attack your mom, your dad, your immediate family to influence your marriage, to give you advice. And I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with taking advice from other people. But if you have, like, say, for instance, like you have like an issue with your spouse, but you want to get advice from your mom or dad. I mean, the thing is that you got to be careful with that, because now if you say the bad things about your spouse that you hate to your parents, they might have a negative notion about them. And so now that can kind of disrupt the family as well, because not only that you married to that person, but you married to their family. So that can kind of affect them, get them invited to different functions, things like that, man. Saying slick things about your spouse, and your spouse wondering why you're not speaking up for my family, speaking up for me and my honor. So you got to think about that as well. But pretty much it's between you and your spouse, man. You got to work together. And this is from heterosexual marriages, okay? Not gonna get into all the homosexual things, but a male and a female, right? And this is together. You're as one. You create that soul together. And you know I honor those, like, I see why people celebrate people that's like married 15, 20 years and 30 years. That's a huge blessing, man, to be married for that long. Like people can do that. So it's a real blessing. So today we went to the movies, went to go see Red Notice with The Rock and Ryan. That was a really good movie. I knew that was a very action movie. Just trying to find like capture the biggest world art thief. And then when Ryan Reynolds was actually in the cast, I knew this was going to be a goofy, but it was funny. It was a good movie, man. About hour and a half long. Khaled, it's Eternal. What's up, man? What's up, man? Yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna get into the Chargers too. Nicholas Swin, what's up, Khaled? It's Eternal. We got to link up, man. I meant to call you and stuff. I know we've been busy, but yeah, man. So it's been a beautiful thing, been a beautiful experience, man. In my marriage and stuff, been here for a year. Just doing great things together, man. It's just like, we've been reading together. Like we've been reading like Diary of Anne Frank together. We read like a marriage book together. Sometimes we read scriptures. And the reason why we read scriptures in the Bible is because, I believe that God kind of ordained our marriage, and it keeps me educated about the word of God. So that's why I do it. So before we go to bed, my wife and I, we read like 2 or 3 scriptures, and that's actually given us into a habit, and establishing that strong connection with the Lord. So that's why we do it. We pray together, and I go about my business. I wake up in the morning, go to work, things like that, man. Stuff, and don't get me wrong, man, stuff be difficult. What I notice is that too, like the stuff that especially as a man, when you go to work and stuff, like, you're dealing with people all day, every day, and then you come home, you be like, damn, I'm tired. And then, your spouse kind of want to, hang out with you and do things together. You got to actually balance that time to do that. You can't say, dang, well, I exhausted all my energy, at work dealing with these people, and now I got to come home and deal with you. So that's going to turn to an argument. So what I noticed in my first year, you got to have that balance. You got to have that balance. You're like, all right, baby, let me get some time to recharge for like an hour or two. Let's come together. Like me and my wife, we like to watch movies together. We love to watch Netflix and movies and shows. We love movies and shows. And we play the video games together. We play the Nintendo Switch together. So we used to have that in connection. The only thing is, my wife doesn't like sports. She doesn't like football. Me, I'm a Chargers fan, so she I'm passionate about the Chargers. So she kind of let me, do my thing on there, watch that for like a couple hours or so, and then we still hang out together. But yeah, it was cool. I'm gonna read these comments here. Nicholas Twin said I was in Philly repping. Oh, so you was in Philly? Oh, so yeah. How was Lincoln Financial Field, man? How was that, Nicholas Twin? If you don't mind, telling me your experience. Yeah, man. How was that? How was that? Yeah, I gotta go to a Chargers game, but that was cool. We're gonna get to the Chargers in a minute. but yeah, man, what I noticed is that, marriage, you gotta have that balance, man. So I ended up joining a church, due to my neighbors. The neighbors helped us out. We found a church, and that was helpful. I believe like a couple that pray together, stay together, man. So we end up doing that and start trying to do things in the community. So we're doing things together. You're not single. You want to do things together, and we just, becoming the breadwinner and different things like that. I'm still learning. So it's still some things that I still want to do as a man. Learn and everything too. Especially when arguments happen. I mean, we kind of we don't tell each other off, or we don't talk down to each other, but we don't call each other's names, but we still try to improvise or compromise, so that's the whole biggest thing and about marriages, man. So that's the biggest point. Nicholas Swin said Philly was notorious. Eagles fans are rough. I got booed and heck, but hey, man, it is what it is, though. Hey, but that one, I'm gonna get into the game in a minute, but yeah, man. We're gonna talk about your experience too, Nicholas Swint. We're gonna talk about your experience, and I'm glad there's a lot of Chargers fans coming in here. But man, I just want to say this was an honorable thing, that just getting married and just being with people, man. And just being with other married couples was fun. It was good, man. So it's going on to many years. Make sure that we're healthy. Working out together, things like that. So just the bottom line is, what I learned about my first year of marriage is communication. I always had that balance between work and at home. Not only lead at work, but lead at home. Be in tune, be good with their family, like with their immediate family, like their cousins, their aunts and uncles. That stuff affects you as well. So try to hang out with them a little bit more. Share with common interests. Exactly. That stuff is very difficult. But and like I said, like, we had a lot of ups and downs, man. Financially, like I said, I'm not where I'm at right now, but I'm gonna get there next year. We're gonna still continue to do what we can. Calidus Eternal said, how long did y'all date first? Well, we dated it was kind of quick. We dated back in last year. I think it's early January. Yeah, but I known her since 2013. And in 2013 I ain't had no car, and then we came from we from Michigan, and we used to work at a DTW, Detroit Metropolitan Airport. We used to work there together, and that's actually how we started a friendship, because really it was just friends. And later on, when I went to the military, and everything back in 2019, she ended up moving down to Florida with her parents, and so I ended up stationed in the South in Georgia. So she was about 4 hours away from me, and that's when we just really started kicking things off. And yeah, I remember our first date was Chili's. My first date was Chili's, man. I remember that. That was my first date, and I actually had a good time with that, man. Babe, did you remember what you ordered on our first date when we went to? You said no. Yeah. Um. Like I said, I'll be happy to talk about my gang experience, and I'll answer your question. Yeah, yeah, Nicholson. Give me about like 5 more minutes, and I'll go in and I'll go into the game. Yeah, if you just stay in the chat. But yeah, I want to know your experience too in Philly. That's what's up, man. But yeah, man, that's if that answers your questions, Khalid, that's the one we dated, man. And I want to get this, I want to say this too. I don't know if you agree, but some people believe like you should wait 3, 4, 5 years to I'm gonna get married. I'm like, look, man, it's like I believe you should get married all before you start shacking up and started like having sex and stuff like that and having children, because stuff gets complicated in a while. I mean, I feel like, especially when you get children in the picture, like you want to get married to that person. I understand, like, yeah, it's just a piece of paper, but I feel like that's a covenant. Like when you're married, or to my experience in the Bible, that's a covenant. A woman's not covered when she's not married. A woman's not covered because she gives birth. A woman's covered under through marriage, right? And so that's why I honor it so much. And that's why I'm glad that I actually took that initiative and do it. Now, don't get me wrong. People like, well, if it doesn't work out, you got prenups, so you got, what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm not trying to get into all of that. I'm trying to get to the positive, like, hey, I just keeping God first, and I'm just taking it day by day, and I still, even though, yes, in this country and in the world, it's kind of frowned upon a little bit, but at the end of the day, uh, with God in it, I heard like success stories in marriages. It can happen, And I believe that, a young man should get married. When you have that age of 19, 20, you should. I mean, yeah, of course, get your education, get what you got to do what you got to do, man. Be stable, but get married. I was talking to a friend like, look, bro, I'm like, you don't even have to make a whole bunch of money, man. That's like certain type of women, that want that. Like at the end of the day, man, like you can work at well, I always say McDonald's, but you can work at a minimum wage job, long as you're providing, man, because that's honorable. But you showing that your spouse that, hey, yeah, I'm working at Dollar General now, but in 2 or 3 years now, I'm still on the side. I'm working as an eBay power seller. I'm selling things on eBay, and then on top of that, I'm using that money investing in stocks, and then I'm, gonna go to school and become this. Long as you're progressive, you're doing something progressively. At the end of the day, you're progressing as a man. That's all that matters, and that's what a spouse should look into, not just because where you are at. Because think about it, if you got everything right now and then you get married, it's just like, what's the point? Of course that's not going to work out, because you guys are not building anything. You guys already have everything. It's not going to be long. It's not going to be long term. That's why I feel like a lot of celebrities who got a lot of money, a lot of them, they don't have long standing marriages. They have like a lot of. That's why they settle with girlfriends and escorts and stuff like that, man. Hit it, quit it, keep it moving. The thing is I feel like if you're struggling, you coming up, but you have potential, that spouse will love that. And then she'll be like, okay, well, let me be on this crew. What's up, LA Original? What up? What up? Khaled Internal says 5 years is too long. If it takes that long, either they don't want to get married, or that's not the person. Exactly. I would say about a date about a year at least. Yeah, but I dated for like 7 months. I dated my wife for 7 months, and then we got married. But like I said, I know some people who dated for like a 2 months and got married and still married to this day. So like I said, it's all about your maturity. To me personally, it's all about your maturity. Like I said, man, marriage is really not. It's not easy. It's very hard. It's very hard. Because it's just a lot. Like especially as a man's role, it's a lot that you have to do, man. No, you got to provide. You got to protect. You got to. It's just like how can I explain? It's like a spiritual. It's like a spiritual attacks that you go through, man. Because Satan hates it, and it's little any influence, man. Like it could be your wife's friends, try to get in your ear. It can be a lot of things, that can deter it. But if you stay strong, though, if you know your spouse, like I said, you love them. Not only like sex is important though, but communication, balance, man. Just coming together as one, really, man. That's really pretty much that's all in a nutshell. Nicholas Swint said, for me, when I date, I don't look for sex, having especially at a young age. I want to get to know the person first and know your relationship expectation. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you want to know the person, get to know the person at a young age. You don't want to get to the just having sex. Yeah, because this the crazy part is, right, when you be having sex, right, I mean, you technically you are one, you are one flesh. And so that's why in the Bible I think it says when you have sex with a prostitute, you are one with that prostitute. And so why you think like people who are very promiscuous and stuff like that, they have a lot of multiple personality emotions, because they taking on the emotions of all the people that they have sex with, and it's kind of hard for them to have a committed relationship. So you create soul ties, that people don't talk about. That you create soul ties, and everything. And so then you be like, you be thinking about that person that you have sex with. It's like you pretty much married to them. So you have to repent, ask God for forgiveness if you really want a committed spouse. If not, hey, you still might get married, but at the same time, though, if you still promiscuous, you're gonna be prone to cheat on that spouse, and then it's gonna be a recipe of disaster. So I know in marriages you gotta have discipline. You gotta have discipline. That's extremely important. What up, DJ Killzone? That's my homeboy. Y'all check him out too. He has great content. I like DJ Killzone. Shouts out to LA Original, Calais Eternal, like I said. But DJ Killzone, he makes great gaming videos. That guy is good. LA Original said, "Me and my lady been together 13 years." And I might have to put this in the chat, man. Hold on. That's my boy LA, man. I know I gotta get to the game, man. I might have this open chat. I might have this in the open chat. So LA, man. I mean, I ain't trying to judge you, man, but damn, you didn't put a ring on it yet. LA didn't put a ring on it yet, man. 13 years, but I know in Michigan that's called a common law. Like if you've been together for like 7, 8 years for so long, you're technically married, but I mean, dang, okay. I mean, is there LA? Is there since you're in here? Is there a reason why you didn't, put a ring on her? Why you don't want to marry her? Like, I mean, you might as well. Or is it a fact that you have a fear that she might take your money, or shit might not work out? I just want to know your opinion. Or maybe I'm crazy because I just feel like a young man should get married, man. I mean, I know people. I'm waiting for the right. I mean, 13 years is a long time, man. I mean, has she ever, LA, has she ever pressured you and be like, hey, I might have to put this in the chat, man. Hold on. Anybody can come in, bro. This is open. I got to know this, man. Hold on. Oh, man. I mean, hey, you do you, man. Whatever works for you, man. Yeah, anybody can come in, man, if y'all want to. Y'all, that's funny, man. That's funny. I think I gotta have LA talk about this, man. I mean, I know some people who've been engaged for like 15 years. I'm looking like, dog, you've been engaged for 15 years. What's going on? Like, it gotta be a reason, man. Because I feel like that piece of paper, when you sign that, I think that you're it's like, dang, man, they if stuff don't work out, man, I'm done. I'm done for. Like nah, man. But I came in a mindset. I was looking like I know she was the right one, man. And I know that like the Lord is going to be with me and do this and do thick and thin, man. Yeah, man. It's being a man it is very hard. It's very difficult, man. LA Rich Nicholas. Oh, sorry, Nicholas Swint said. At a stage of my life, I'm 25, I'm single, and no rushing date. Yeah, you don't rush, man. Like I said, man, and whatever goals that you have, Nicholas, man, you continue to do you, man. Like I said, save your money, do what you can. Yeah. And there you go. Single Nicholas.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? That's my first time seeing you, man.
Yeah, no, man, I'm just chilling, watching the game. The Rams right now.
Oh, me
So
too. Yeah. What's
yeah,
up?
so I just popped through your live. I saw you was talking about some stuff. I said, okay, let me check out my boy. You know,
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I like going live so I can meet my subscribers face to face.
right?
So yeah, man. So you went to the game in Philly.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm back at the crib, so
Okay,
it was fun, man.
that's
Like
good.
like yesterday, like at the meet and greet, we usually have this meet and greet in like every city. So
Okay,
there was like about 80 of us in like one bar. It was like this bar in Philly. If we have any Philly people in the chat, they probably know this place. It's called Patty Wax in
okay.
South Philly. It's nice, man. Like the restaurant, like people came in with open arms, like, hey, have a good time. This is where you need to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was the experience was nice, man. Like that was my first time actually hosting an event like that.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool. So
This is up,
yeah,
man.
like just being able to socialize like that, because me sometimes I have my shy side of me, and
Hmm.
I'm starting to like break out of my shell. So it's
Okay.
cool. It's cool.
That's good, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I gotta go to a Chargers game, man, because like I said, I've been a fan of the
Right.
season since '03, and I'm from Detroit, so I've
Right.
been to, I've been to Lions games and stuff,
Lions. Yeah.
yeah, by default and stuff. I mean, and
Yeah.
like I said, I still want them to be successful, even though they 0-8. So I'm praying for them. Like I don't want people now.
Yeah.
People saying they're going 0. I don't think they're going to go 0-17. That's a lot of because there's still a lot of football to be played.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least win
There is.
3 more.
Yeah, there is, and I still believe in Jared Goff.
Yeah,
Jared Goff took the Rams to the Super Bowl.
right.
Not too long ago. I mean, but I know there's no I in team, so not all the blame is on him. There's the offense, the defense, the special teams, the
Yeah.
coaching. That's why they could be 0-8. And I just watched the game last week when they were playing the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
So and they just look like they have the wrong system going on in Detroit. I just don't believe in the head coach, Dan Campbell, I believe that's his name. I just don't
Yeah, no
believe in
doubt.
his system. I don't believe in this system. Some of the stuff he says is like in his press conferences, like, "Oh, we're gonna scratch and claw and fight till the end." Like, okay, yeah,
I,
but
yeah.
you have to prove it.
I will say
Like
this too. The positive outlet I'll say for the Lions is like they have Anthony Lynn. The reason why I
Yeah,
said that he's a good offensive coordinator, and I
because
noticed
we
that
had him.
DeAndre
Yeah,
Swift is nice, and I say about Anthony Lynn, he is good with the run game. I give him that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Melvin Gordon? How he utilized them when we had him.
Well, like I said, well, because I remember when Melvin Gordon, when he first got here with the Chargers, he had difficulty, you know what I'm saying, scoring
Yeah,
and stuff, but he ended up blossoming.
yeah.
I think it was okay. I mean, because we had some rotation too. I think a couple years we ended up getting like Joshua Kelly and stuff like that. But
Eckler. Yeah,
Eckler. So,
yeah.
and he was good. So, like I said, that's what I like about Anthony Lynn. The only thing about Anthony Lynn, he was very conservative, and we lost a lot of leads, and we couldn't close out
Oof.
games.
Yeah, and that was the difference.
Yeah,
Like today, I don't know if you saw the game today.
I
Like
did.
we like that was a game like close, very close. That was a game like a year ago, 2 years ago. We probably
Yeah,
would have lost in the fourth quarter. You know,
yeah,
so we
yeah,
basically closed it out. You know that like Washington week one. I don't know if you saw that game as well. You know, it was close. That was a nail biter towards the end. Like even like that was a
yeah.
game last year that we would have lost in the remaining fourth
Yeah,
quarter. You know.
yeah. I mean, well, I would say this too, because well, I was getting back to like with Anthony Lynn. I was like, I know we have Phillip Rivers and stuff like that too. Then we got to think about
Yeah,
it too. We had Gus Bradley. He didn't make any adjustments. So
yeah,
so now Brandon Staley and everything like Melvin Gordon, when he wanted to hold out, I was just like, dang man, because especially with the whole he was trying to compare himself to
yeah,
Ezekiel Elliott situation. I'm like, they two different backs. And then on top of that too, I'm like Melvin Gordon. I mean, you good, but you're not good to the point that hey, let me just sit out and not do
yeah,
it. And then
yeah,
remember he came back. I think we went against the Tennessee Titans, and he ended up fumbling like his
yeah. I
first.
remember that. I was there. I was there.
I was just like, see a cancer to this. I was like, bro, but
Yeah,
then again, too, yeah, it was just crazy. I mean, I have no ill wills against Melvin Gordon, but I mean,
right.
it is what it is, though. I mean, I think we used them the best. Now going into this game with the Eagles, that was decent. I like about what Brandon Staley is that he got balls though. He be going
Yeah,
for it on fourth down.
fourth down. He's
What I just
tough.
hate though, I hate though is like Joe Lombardi's play calling a little bit. Like it was kind
Yeah,
of predictable when he do those sweeps. Okay, as far as like he did a sweep run play to Austin Eckler, I'm like, all right, man. Like I mean, that's kind of so. That's how we got stopped because we got stopped twice on fourth down. But
yeah.
I like Andre Roberts, man. That man,
Oh yeah,
he
he's a
helped us a lot
baller.
with the kick
Yeah,
returns.
yeah. He used to
Yeah,
play with Washington, I believe,
yeah, he
and then
did.
play with the Bills. Yeah, so he's been around and he was a good
Yeah,
returner there.
yeah,
But like I was watching the game with my dad and like when what's it Dustin
yeah.
Hopkins
Dustin Hopkins.
missed the field goal. I
Yeah,
said we're cursed. I said we go through this every time with kickers. I'm
yeah,
like we're cursed. Like, and I believe it was like a 43-yard field goal, 39, like in respectable distance for him. I'm
yeah.
like, well, I was like, come on, we can't catch a break.
But
I'm
he
like, we
made it
can't.
this time.
Yeah, yeah, and then he made the game winner, the buzzer beater at the end. But yeah, it was a good experience, man. Just
Good.
like being around other people, that you know on social media, and then
Hmm.
you first get to know them like in person. Like
Yeah,
I know you through like YouTube and social media, but
yeah.
when I come to Detroit for a Charger game, I'm sure to hit you up for sure,
Oh yeah, most
or other
definitely.
cities. Like I'm actually from San Diego,
Okay.
so that's how I became a Charger fan. But we live in the Philly area. There's a bunch of like Eagle fans in this
Oh yeah,
area.
most
So
definitely. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm a Laker fan, basketball, Padre fan. So all
Oh,
Cali
good stuff.
teams, all California teams.
Hey, you're not a Clippers fan, man? Sacramento Kings?
Um,
No.
nah, nah, nah. I don't do the Clippers. I'm a diehard Laker,
Clippers are
diehard
like the
Laker.
Houston Texans of Texas.
Yeah,
It's just like, okay. Like,
yeah. There's it seems like they're snake bitten sometimes, like especially like in the playoffs.
yeah.
Like everybody thinks like this is gonna be their year, and then they always lose like a 3-1 lead in the playoffs, like to
Yeah.
like Denver. Like they're snake bitten in the playoffs. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. Like, I mean, maybe it's because since Doc Rivers left, and I like Doc. You know, Doc is doing a pretty good job in Philly, except for they got some drama with Ben Simmons. You know, I don't know what he's gonna
Exactly.
do. You know, I
Oh, Nicholas Swin, my bad. Let me read the super chat. Hey,
oh, you good, you good.
Khalidus Eternal, thanks, man. That's my homeboy. I respect him a lot. I'm the only black guy who doesn't watch sports. LOL. It's all good.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
all
it's
good,
all,
brother.
it's all good. I got to get him on. It's good, you know, because this actually, you know, originally Young Link Jr. and I appreciate the $5, man. The originally Young Link Jr. My channel, Nicholas Swin. I don't know how long you've been following me, but that's actually what the channel was for. It was actually me talking about sports, and that's just
Oh
really
yeah, yeah.
and later in life when I matured, I end up talking about a variety of stuff because I mean I'm interested.
Right.
You know, I talk about politics, business,
Oh,
everything,
okay. Yeah. Yeah,
music,
and that
art. Yeah,
yeah, especially like for me, like that's what I want to do. Like I
yeah,
like so, like I want to be more of like a YouTuber in that perspective, like talk about sports.
yeah,
Like I'm a big sports fan and I have like family and friends always tell me like you know all the stats, you know all the history,
yeah,
like won't you become a commentator? You know, have your own podcast on YouTube like saying Nick and his father talk about sports or Nick and his dad or
exactly.
Nick from California, the Charger fan, you know, like create a YouTube channel, talk about football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever, you know, and just like grow there, you know.
Yeah,
And it's
it's just really being consistent, man. Like I said, just start whenever, and don't worry about like who's gonna watch you or who's gonna see you. Like just do it because you love to do it. Like me, it can be nobody on here. I'm still
yeah,
gonna talk like 100,000 people watching me like that because
yeah,
I really have a passion because I have a passion, like I said, for the Chargers, and I actually have a passion for like the news and talking about like I
yeah.
have thousands of videos, so
Okay, yeah.
you can go through my catalog. I was talking about that's for a whole nother topic. But I was talking about the Travis Scott situation. I'll talk about that later.
Oh,
Um,
yesterday, yeah. Yeah, I
yeah,
heard
that
about
was
that.
that. I don't know. That could be multiple lawsuits. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I talk about a whole bunch of stuff, man. I'm like a jack of trade though, but I really love this stuff though, man. You know,
Yeah.
and also too, I do interviews. Like I said, I like to hear other people's perspective, man. Like with
Yeah.
you coming on here, like I said, talking to other Chargers fans is good. But like I would say this, nigga. So let me ask you this, man. Um, I know we got a new coaching style with the Chargers, right? Do
Right.
you think? I know this is the first year of Brandon Staley, so we're 5-3. I think we're first right now, or tied with the Raiders. Do you
Yeah.
think? Do you think we're are a playoff team, or we still got a lot of work to do?
I think we're a playoff team.
Okay.
From what I saw today, last week I would say no, we still have a lot of work to do.
Okay.
But as far as where we're sitting at this point of the season, I'm like, yeah, I think we're a playoff team.
Okay.
Like this is like the 2018 season.
Yeah.
We started off like this. We had some losses that we should have won in the middle of the season, and then we were in the wild card. We beat Baltimore, then went to New England, and things fell off there.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say that history is gonna repeat itself. But you know, I hope we can make some noise in the playoffs. I think this is the year like where Justin Herbert's gonna show his talent. You know, not
Yeah.
just to the California sports fans, but like to all the NFL fans that haven't seen him yet. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I think we are a playoff team or and at least like a second round playoff team. You know,
Okay, because the
yeah,
AFC is so wide open. We
yeah,
thought, remember one week we thought the Bengals was going to go, and they lost.
yeah. Tennessee, yeah, the Bills,
The Bills
yeah,
lost to the Jags.
yeah,
We like, so we don't know. I don't know who the hell is going to. It could be the Colts for all I know. We don't know. But I will
yeah,
say a good team in the AFC. I will say is you can say the Ravens. Debatably, you can say the
yeah,
Ravens, but they're beatable. Like I said, anybody can run away with that with the AFC, man. And the reason why this game was so crucial for us because now they allow 7 teams. But the thing is, too, you got the Colts winning. Now you got
yeah,
the Patriots winning. I don't want us as the Chargers, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, trying to fight for that 7th seed. I'm like, let's take the AFC West. Yeah, the
yeah,
Chiefs are they battling back a little bit, but the Raiders, I don't know, they can fall off too. So I'm looking like we got to win. So I'm glad that we won. We beat this NFC team. Now we're going against the Vikings, but I think we have a chance to at least to be on top of the AFC West. Because at first I was really frustrated last game. I'm looking like, bro, we came from a bye week, lost to the Patriots, And that was due to the right tackle issue. You know what I'm saying? Because they were pressuring Herbert a lot. And actually, that's why it kind of caused him to throw those 2 interceptions. I was just, but too, man. Do you think should we get Odell Beckham Jr. or should we just?
Ooh, I was gonna. I mean, as much as it sounds, nice, like as much as it sounds like, oh, like I look at Odell as like a Range Rover. Do you want the Range Rover or do you want the Ford Escape? I want the Range Rover, but that costs too much money. So I don't know. I think it's too much cap room, but it's like, who do we have to release? Because we got Keenan, we got Mike Williams, but if you put Odell and Keenan on the field, Keenan's gonna want the ball more. Odell's gonna want the ball more.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to happen. Like where there's gonna be like a diva receiver coming in, and I like Odell. Odell. But sometimes he could be a diva. Like he could complain a lot. He did that in New York. He clearly did that in Cleveland. That's why he's on his way out.
Hey, Baker Mayfield balling. It's like every time Odell gets released, Baker Mayfield's just play like, yes, thank God. He just be balling out.
and I see a team that could really use Odell's services is the Saints. Why not? He's from New Orleans. He's originally from Baton Rouge. So I mean, Baton Rouge is probably like 40 minutes outside of New Orleans.
Yeah.
So that could, but I don't know if he would want to go there since Jameis got hurt. Tennessee would be a nice fit for him. The Titans, him, AJ Brown, and Julio Jones. Oh, just think about that real quick. But that's gonna be another tough team for the Chargers to get by,
Yeah, I would say Titans are a potential team that the Chargers may have to go. But then again, too, like I said, I'm taking it one game at a time because I will say this with the weakness of the Chargers, I'm doing both good and bad. The weakness, what I hate about the game on the Eagles was frustrating is that, okay, I like Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to
disrespect him. He could ball.
I can disrespect him, but at the same time, though, Jalen Hurts wasn't Jalen Hurts out there. He was just literally utilizing Howard and Boston Scott, and it kept running down our throats. I'm looking like, dog, can we?
I'm like, here we go again. Yeah.
I'm like, can we please stop? So our rush defense got to be a little bit better because teams are picking up on this. They're looking like, okay, to beat the Chargers, let me run the ball. We're going to at least get 10, 15, you know what I'm saying? Then once we get to the 40-yard line, then let me throw a quick slant. Let's run the ball. Now we at the field goal. Now we at the goal line. And I'm looking like it's getting frustrating because they can't beat us in the air. Don't get me wrong. Devontae Smith has some cool catches. But at the same time, though, a lot of this teams cannot beat us in the air like that. So it's like this rush defense is a big weakness for us, man. And I know
that's our Lincoln's weak right there.
Yeah, like we got to do something, man. I mean, I know we got help with Joey Bosa. We got Kaiser White. Gosh.
That's why I felt like in the offseason we should have got Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
Or even in the trade deadline, like we should have got like Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox was available to be, in the trade deadline. Like I thought we should have went after one of them at least, that to help out the defense, the defensive front.
Yeah.
But I mean, like as far as Joey Bosa, like he's probably one of our best defensive linemen. Like if that, I can't think of one. I like Linval Joseph, the big boy in the middle.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of a big Jamal Williams. Remember him? Like he used to clog up the middle, like push the offensive lineman into the quarterback.
Yeah.
And Linval Joseph kind of does what he does.
Yeah.
So I mean, we still have some work to do, but I still think we're a playoff team, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think Herbert and the offense are definitely gonna make some noise, but it's that we definitely have to stop the run, in order to advance far, into the playoffs and because playoffs they say defense wins championships, defense wins games.
Let me read this real good. Thank you, BMT Businessman. That's my mentor, BMT. Thanks for
the sticker,
man. I like you. Like it. Check out his channel. My boy DJ Killzone Jones again. He's a good gamer. He has a gamer channel. Like I
Oh,
said,
that's what's up.
yeah, subscribe to him. He's working hard every single day. I like him a lot. But yeah, man. So like, what the thing is this, man? Like, okay, um, so we're going against the Vikings, right? So I'm pretty sure Kirk Cousins going to utilize Dalvin Cook,
Yeah.
and we got, like I said, we just got to have an answer with this rush defense. That's my, I think that's the biggest thing with us because teams are running. Because like with the Patriots game, Damon Harris, he just ran through us. I mean, Mac Jones really didn't. He played okay, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He had to throw like 2 or 3 touchdowns on us to beat us. Like it was just pretty
Right.
much a run game, and then he just threw passes on garbage time, and then so I was just like, but then again, too, I'm very proud of how the Chargers was able to defeat the Eagles, even though Asante Samuel was out. Then we
Yeah.
had Michael Davis was out, Justin Jones was out. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, but I was just surprised, and I was just kind of criticizing Town Telesco that we didn't make any changes in before the deadline. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
Yeah,
I wanted Deshaun Jackson, believe it or not.
yeah, that would be a
You
good
know,
deep threat. Yeah,
yeah, I actually like soon as he got released from the Rams, I was like, okay, let's go for Deshaun Jackson. But then
yeah.
when I heard the news that he's going to the Raiders, I was like,
Oh, he might go to the Raiders.
yeah, I think it's official or
Dang.
a deal is almost in the works. But like,
Ah,
yeah, he's
okay.
on his way to Vegas. But I was like, we would have had Deshaun Jack, like that would have been a good deep threat. He can help in the return game too, you know,
Yeah, the punt return.
despite his age. I know he's like 33, 34, but he got speed, you know, and
Yeah.
it's not like Jalen Guyton, is
I
always on
don't
the
know where
field.
he been at, man. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, he been silent all year.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
that's why I was like Deshaun Jackson would be perfect, you know.
But then again, too, we got Josh Palmer. I like him.
Yeah, I like Palmer. I
Yeah,
like Palmer. I,
he's a
I
real.
watched him at Tennessee. He's a warrior. He's a
Yeah,
warrior.
yeah. So Palmer and stuff. See, these are the people that don't understand. Like, okay, with our roster, we waived KJ Hill. I already seen that coming,
Yeah,
and like our running backs, like Larry Roundtree. I want more of that. I think Larry Roundtree is a good power running back. We need him. Joshua Kelly is okay,
yeah.
but do we really need? I don't know, man. I just I just feel like we don't have like a fit for him. Like we can use Larry Roundtree, and then we can keep Austin Eckler. I like those running backs. But do you think Joshua Kelly is like a okay, or should we kind of just waive him like,
Ooh.
at the end of this
I
year?
I mean Josh Kelly. I mean he's not what we need. I
Yeah.
mean I think we should at least keep him on the practice squad or
Okay.
put him on waivers. I'm sure another team could use him, but it's like he doesn't really see the field that much,
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, what's the point? Where he's just sitting there, for nothing, when he could be, on another team, doing his thing, So I mean, I like Josh Kelly. I've seen the kid play at UCLA. The kid can ball.
Yeah.
But it's like, do we really need him when we have Austin Eckler, Justin Jackson, Larry Roundtree, all those guys that we just
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah.
It's like he's just sitting there just to be a bench warmer, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't think he's going to be on the roster by the end of the year or next season, but I think he's going to be on another team or we'll see if he's on the team during preseason. So, we'll,
Yeah.
we'll, we'll have to wait and see.
We'll see. We'll see. Well, yeah, man. Well, like I said, Justin Herbert with this game, I like when he had that rushing touchdown. I know you was like, oh,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like
Yeah, I was in the crowd. I was like, I hope I did. I said, I hope I don't get too hyped because Eagle
the
fans is
Philly.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Philly fans is crazy, like throwing snowballs at Santa Claus and
They ready
the
to
whole
fight,
nine.
man. They like, what you see? Like,
Yeah, yeah, no, Eagle fans is like crazy. Like if you heard of Raider fans, like yeah, Raider fans and Eagle fans are like the same way.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but I'm like I just don't know which one is worse. You know. Which fan base is the worst? I mean, I think they're probably tied for the worst fan base in the league. like very hostile.
Fights and
You know,
stuff, man.
fights. Yeah,
Yeah,
they got a jail under their stadium. You
yeah.
know that shows you how rough Philly can get. You know, like they poured popcorn on Russell Westbrook. You know I remember
Oh,
watching that game. Yeah, Philly
yeah.
fans are like, yeah, they
I remember that. I
yeah.
remember that. I remember that, man. What's up, Killzone?
What's up, man?
What's
Talking about
good? What's
Just
man.
good?
just chilling, bro. Just chilling. Y'all ain't gonna talk about how Steve Kroenke. I'm gonna tell you why the Chargers trash. I'm gonna tell you why the Rams is trash. I'm gonna tell you
Oh, I know he did.
because Steve Kroenke might have to come back to St. Louis
Whew.
because he owes the city $1 billion for
Yeah,
Hey, you
vacating
from
and breaking
St.
the
Louis?
contract. So that's why the Chargers suck right now. And who's the
yeah.
third team that's supposed to be in that new stadium?
Hey,
That's
I
why the Rams ain't been to the Super Bowl.
said
That's why. I mean, you know what I'm
the
saying?
Rams getting spanked
You
right
see
now
what
by
they're doing right
Tennessee.
now?
As
Because
we
they might
speak.
got to come back. You know, they gonna have to come back, man. You know.
Hey, Killzone. I was about to say when they was in St. Louis, bro, like the St. Louis Rams, and they moved to LA. I know you was like, what?
No, I knew it. I've been saying. I said it for 10 years. Once they tried to Me Too or blackball Kurt Warner, they ain't Me Too him, but they blackball
Yeah,
Kurt Warner.
Yeah,
I
they
said, oh
did.
yeah, he trying to get up out of here because the original owner of the team was from St. Louis. Just like I forget, she's like a billionaire lady, and
yeah,
she died. The kids sold it to Kroenke, right? In like what was it, 2002?
Yeah,
And when they went
yeah.
to
too.
the Super Bowl against
Was it
the
Tennessee?
Patriots,
New
No,
England. Yeah,
yeah,
they
Patriots,
were set up to fit because the NFL never overturned the title because they was found out they was cheating. They was able to see the playbook and they was able to hear into the headsets and into the coach's box,
yeah.
and they never overturned it. So you mean to tell me after that, he had basically blackballed Kurt Warner. That's when he brought Mark Bolger in, Steven
yeah.
Jackson in.
Yeah,
They got rid of the whole offensive line except like Orlando Pace. He was holding on,
I remember.
and then
Woo.
I'm just saying like this was 10 years in the making though,
Yeah,
bro. Like
I didn't know all
then,
of that happened.
bruh,
Kurt Warner won that. Yeah,
Kurt Warner was the #1
Wow.
quarterback in the league for
he
3
won that.
years in a row. This dude was
Yeah.
working at Snooks. He was working at a grocery
Was Kurt
store.
Warner? Was Kurt Warner undrafted too? I want to.
No,
No, he was like in the
he was in the
AFL.
G League.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
man.
he
No,
was
cause like,
working at Snooks,
yeah,
bro. He was
yeah.
working at our grocery. That's our grocery chain at Snooks. He was bagging up groceries at Snooks. He was playing. Like he
I
had the
didn't know
rags
all
to
of this
riches
was happening.
story.
I
I'm
need
Damn.
another
telling you.
backstory. Wow.
Yeah, bro. That's why he gave us like the Kurt Warner, the Warner Foundation is still here in St. Louis, and that's why he
Ah,
gives away a lot of his money. Like
Oh
wow.
wow.
he lives comfortably, but he gives away a lot of his money. But once they tried to blackball this man. This man was married, working at Snooks, bro.
And he got like 5
$8.95 an
kids.
hour, bro. No,
Hey,
back
keep
then it
going.
was $6.95 because minimum wage was $2 less, bro.
That's
And so
crazy.
he was playing arena football at
Yeah.
night after his shift. You know what I'm saying? And he was a deacon at his church. No, for real.
Hey.
Wow.
So for you to go from like what was it? From he played 3 years before he got drafted in what 97 into 97 into
Yeah.
98, and then he played for 2 years, and then you go to the Super Bowl. Like you know they couldn't have it, and then they was trying to build the legend of Tom Shady. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was just like Kroenke, they was like, bro, you got to come in and buy this team because if these people, if these this woman's sons keep this team here in St. Louis, they just gonna build a dynasty in St. Louis. And St. Louis politics are already kind of shaky, so it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's like the Cardinals. They want the Cardinals to be the moneymaker because we are a baseball, soccer, and hockey town. We are a
Yeah.
football town, but,
Yeah.
but in a basketball town, but it's not past the collegiate level.
It's always
So
been baseball though.
Kroenke is keeping his options open. He got the city of California. Like I think he finna sell the Rams and get out of it because his whole thing was to get the NFL to give his company the contract to build the SoFi Stadium.
Mm.
So all them teams is trash because once they move over there, he can sell the Rams to somebody in LA. He probably gonna sell it to a rapper or somebody because he want to hurry up and get rid of
A
it.
rapper?
Yeah. He gonna
Well, I
sell
was
it
gonna
to
say
Kanye
this, like what Nicholas
and
Swin.
Diddy.
Did you hear? What did you hear? Rumor 2024 Chargers gonna have their own stadium.
That's what I heard.
Bro.
Yeah,
That's what I was like. No, they said it's in the making.
They ain't get no stadium. Like,
bro, we gotta get some fans, bro.
Have a new stadium. I'm telling you, because the Millennium Center and the Millennium Center was built adjacent to, like, connected to the Edward Jones Dome, right?
Yeah.
And so they can't tear down the stadium because the Rams was promised to stay in St. Louis at least another 10 years, which they did, but they could only leave if they paid the money. Now, the reason why they was able to break the lease was because the NFL unanimously voted, but since Kroenke owns the building and the team, he has to pay that. They not finna give a sucky team, bro, a new stadium, because that's what it was supposed to be. They were gonna have St. Louis and St. Louis County pay for the new stadium, basically to knock it down, close the Millennium Center, because that's two separate revenue streams. You got Comic-Con, you got all these the Kojic Festival that was coming here. That's a whole lot of money for them to be missing out on. So the Chargers ain't getting no new stadium, bro. They're gonna all be playing SoFi.
Well, okay, I will say this because when we got Justin Herbert, right, and all this stuff, because the thing is, we was in San Diego and all that stuff, and like we had a fan base, but remember we had a hard time selling out those tickets. Remember,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
It was like blacked out. Some of those games were blacked out, bro.
LA is a basketball state, bro.
They don't. That's what state. Yeah, I mean, even though it's a lot of Raiders fans too in LA, so it's
that's why they
to
moved the Raiders out to. They've been trying to
Las
get football.
Vegas.
They were trying to get football. The mob was trying to get football in Las Vegas since the 40s, 50s, or whatever. When the NFL, they just didn't want to do business with them because of everything that was going on, and folks was going to jail, and JFK. What happened with JFK. So the whole play for Kroenke, though, bro, is he finna sell the team. Once he gets the rest of his money off of the contract for the SoFi Stadium, because it's probably co-owned with the Kroenke Group and three other contracted companies.
Yeah,
and that's why. Watch what I'm saying. They're gonna come back to St. Louis because Kroenke ain't gonna try to pay $1 billion that he ain't gonna be able to see. They're gonna come back to St. Louis. It's gonna be an unprecedented move, and everybody gonna be in the NFL gonna be like, huh? Like
they gonna pull a Baltimore Colts from him, right?
Kroenke is out the building in a little minute. That's what I'm telling you. Because I say, bro, they're gonna try to move. They're gonna have a team suck for 10 years during the contract.
Yeah.
And then they was gonna be able to force the hand of the NFL because the NFL didn't want to come down to St. Louis because of they redeveloping gentrifying like the north side. They finna build NGA. You probably know about that. So NGA is finna come here. But they leveling all the projects, so all the black people got to move to the county and around certain areas. They're not trying to renovate no new stadium for y'all to come down. Your cousins to come down there and bust in all the windows and terrorize people. They ain't trying to do all that. We already got people drag racing and stuff downtown. So they ain't trying to build a brand new stadium for folks to be hitting licks up in there.
I get what you're saying. That kind of makes sense, though. Hey, Killzone, man. But hey, I appreciate you, man, with the super chat, man. I wasn't expecting.
Oh, yeah, man. It's all love.
Yeah, I was like I said, Nicholas Swin. I'm saying he playing the Call of Duty Vanguard. I like that gameplay.
Man, that's good, man.
Yeah. I'm happy for you, man. Yeah, man. We was just like I said, I was talking about like my 1 year anniversary and stuff, and yeah. And
you didn't see that meme I posted to you on Facebook, did you?
No, I gotta get shit. Let me log in now.
I figured out who your daddy was.
Oh God,
he finna go look at it right now too.
Kids, it all starts to make sense now.
You ain't tell me your daddy was Carl Weathers.
he's so stupid. Carl Weathers.
Hey, I was just telling my boy Darius, man. I told him, I say, man,
That's funny.
yeah, I told him that was my boy Darius, from Mike Check Global. I said, man, your daddy is Kevin Samuels. And then he sent me this video I had to tell you about after we get off here. He was like, no, he ain't. Because he be going in on the artists for his marketing company. They be coming on and he be asking them, like, how much money do y'all be spending in marketing?
Yeah.
They be like, a couple $100. He be like, man, what kind of shoes you got on? Balenciagas? Oh, that's $400-500. That's why I be calling him Darren Samuels.
Yeah, that's funny, bro.
But no. But yeah, man, it ain't no man. He came through and showed love, and a couple other people came. I just pay it forward, man.
Yeah.
I'm off tomorrow. It's been chilling. My birthday was on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. What you?
Happy belated
birthday, man.
Belated.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we had went out. Me and my girlfriend, man, we had went out, man, and we went to go see Eternals. We ate dinner, we drank it. They got this frozen cocktail place called Norwal. It's a chain.
Okay.
They should have something down. Well, no, they got Wet Willie's down there in Florida. I've been trying to find me a Wet Willie's for a minute. They closed the one. See, that's how scandalous. When the Rams left, they closed the damn Wet Willie's down here because they used to have this Rams bucket, like a 64-ounce bucket that you can have like 3 or 4 flavors in. The beach pail or whatever.
Yeah.
So a little handle on it with like three or 4 different straws. Once they left, they like, oh, screw that. We ain't getting no Rams money, so we got to take the damn Wet Willies out the damn hotel. So
Yeah.
And I told she was saying, me and my girlfriend, she was saying she wanted to have a like for New Year's get a room. I said, no, the hell we ain't. They ain't got Wet Willies down there. I'm trying to go somewhere where they got
Right.
paying $15 for a drink. They put ice in that mug, like as big as my head. They putting ice all the way up to right here, and this much drink. Like, yeah, man.
Hey, Killzone, if you I was gonna say tomorrow I was gonna be live tomorrow, and I was gonna kind of deep dive into the whole Astroworld situation.
Oh yeah, hey man. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, because I don't want to talk about it now because we're gonna be here all day. But that that's some crazy stuff, man. I'm finding out, and I was like, actually, I'll talk about a little bit. And that's it. But it was on TikTok because I'm on TikTok as well. And you can't say this is made up. It's actually people posting a testimony of what they experienced. They actually had live coverage of it, and it was just crazy. It's a mess. I was just like, bro, I couldn't believe it.
That's what time it is, bro.
Man.
My boy Derek, he was putting me on to it, man. My boy D, he was kind of telling me like, how I go. We talk about it on You Ain't Lying and be some
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I would say tread lightly on it. But at the same time, it's like it's bro. I don't know why. And me and my girlfriend, was having this conversation last night. I don't know why Black artists got it all of a sudden. We never subscribed to this way of thinking. Like whether you was in the Christian church or you was Muslim or whatever. Like we never. Like I never like. And I'm gonna be real. I listen to rock and roll and stuff coming up. Like my cousin and my sister, they went as Kiss for one Halloween. But as we got older and we started to understand what this imagery and this music and everything meant, like they have grown out of it. I mean, they listen to hip hop and stuff because their kids listen to it. And they want to know what their kids, even though they grown, they still want to know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still young and in that age of dating, and they come out of high school, they're in college now. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that they are getting exposed to for the first time, and their parents not around. So
yeah.
I mean, tomorrow me and Sarah Zaku, my boy, we gonna be playing Mule League football.
Okay.
But after that, I can come on for a little while.
I appreciate that.
Like,
you can too, Nicholas, if you want to. Yeah. but yeah, man. Shoot, but yeah, like I said, this was a good win. You know, moving on to the Vikings, and
That's it. This should be an easy one right here.
I mean, it was a shootout with them and the Ravens. I'd say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Gosh, wow. Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I don't really trust Kirk Cousins like that though. I never was a believer
Yeah.
when he was in Washington. I don't know.
He was okay. Like I liked him when I followed him when he was in Michigan State when he played for them. He was pretty
Right.
good. But I mean, then
What
he
happened
played
to
for
the
Washington
Vikings,
too.
What, bro? I was the biggest Vikings fan, bro, back in the day.
Adrian Peterson, bro. A lot of kids was like him.
Brandon Cunningham, Adrian Peterson.
Yes.
Who else was on the Vikings, man?
It was
Wasn't Mike Vick
who
on
else?
there
Percy
for a hot second?
Harvin. Percy Harvin, I
Oh,
think.
Percy Harvin. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
It's
the
one big
returner.
person that we
Was
missed.
Sidney Rice on there?
Yeah, Sidney Rice.
Yeah.
Cordell Patterson.
Cordell
But that was
Patterson.
towards-
Yeah.
That was like later.
Julius
though.
Peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Peppers.
Yeah.
I thought played for the Bears or Packers or somebody.
No, he was there
I
Oh,
thought
he
he
was
played for the
okay.
Panthers. But yeah.
for a hot second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
Randy Moss.
Moss.
There we go. Randy Moss. Oh,
Yeah.
They
Randy
had some
Moss was
ballers.
sweet.
Oh,
I remember
yeah,
him.
bro.
Yeah.
That year that Mike Vick had came back and
Yeah.
before Randy Moss had retired.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They didn't make it, I don't think, too far in the playoffs, but that
Mhm.
year was just like
Oh,
that
Randy
was
Moss is a
coldest
G, bro.
year
He's
ever.
dog.
Who was the
He's
new dude that got on the Vikings though that was cold last year that was on Madden?
Stephon Diggs was him? No.
I forget his
Jefferson?
name. He on the cover of and I don't feel like going over there and digging it out, but he
on the
on
cover
the
of
cover of Madden. Yeah,
Was it Cordell Patterson?
it might have been. I don't know exactly.
I think.
but
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I think, yeah. The Vikings was nice, bro. Like in NFC North, like I remember they had Brett Favre for 1 year, and they went to the play.
oh yeah, man, I remember.
That
Wait
was
a minute.
funny. Yeah.
But do you think Tom Shady gonna stop playing football though?
At this point, I don't know. I think he should hang it up, but he probably not.
He even
has
said
nothing
a
to
couple
do.
weeks ago. He said like the game has changed and it's gotten soft. He said the game has gotten softer.
So you gonna play the 50? So he playing the 50? Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
he might play the
I
50.
don't believe it though.
I'm like, bro, somebody got to hit
I
him.
gotta get
clean.
him for getting what's my boy back into the game that was tripping.
Richard Sherman,
Not Richard Sherman. The other
Antonio
dude.
Brown.
There we go.
Yeah.
I gotta thank him.
Yeah,
for
he
that.
actually, you know, Tom Brady actually had him in his house
In
throughout
his
the whole
house.
season,
Yeah.
just to keep him out of trouble.
Yeah, when he was going crazy.
Yeah. Antonio Brown. Yeah. So, like I
There's
said,
gonna be a 30 for 30 on him pretty soon.
I think he
though.
need.
Oh,
he
yeah.
needs to do that because of Aaron Hernandez. He let that get out of control.
Yeah.
and that was on his watch. So I felt like I listened to the whole documentary on Aaron Hernandez.
That was
man,
crazy.
and that was crazy as hell. But you know what? The fact that he took Antonio Brown on his wing and did that, like I'm gonna start calling him by the name his mama gave him. Man, he could be Tom Brady again. But before he was Tom Shady, bro. It's Slim Shady and then it's Tom Shady.
It's like deflate gates, spy gates, all them gates.
man.
Like, dog, what's
They
it?
robbed the Super Bowl and they ain't never.
They got no. Remember they had recordings of Bill Belichick had recordings of opposing teams' locker rooms and stuff like that.
I remember because I think the Chargers played them twice that year. They
Yeah.
played them like week 2 of like 2008, and then they played them like in the postseason,
Yeah.
like in the AFC Championship
They
game.
beat
That was
us.
like Rivers played on like a torn ACL. I
Yep,
remember
he sure
that.
did.
Yeah, he cheated in that season. They got caught.
What I say about Phillip Rivers though, Phillip Rivers is real tough though. Even though he's injured, like he rarely sat down. Like he played like pretty much every snap. And like I said, you see how he was balling out with the Colts, bro. That's because he had a good offensive line and a whole new coaching style. Like so, Rivers still can play. They said the Saints should might get Rivers. I think they should. That's just me personally. If I was them,
coming out of retirement, yeah.
I mean, Yeah.
But you think his 8 kids gonna let him though at this stage of his life?
Man, look.
Hey, he do got 8 kids though. But think about Phillip Rivers though. That's just like you, because you, like I said, as a Chargers fan, bro. He been through with the North Turners. He been through Mike McCoy, all of them. I just looking like he's good. Don't get me wrong, Phillip Rivers is good, but like sometimes he do be making bad mistakes when it's like when he's trying to do fourth quarter comebacks or it's at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? Last minute interceptions, last minute.
He gotta be back in the game, man. He can't be out there. You know him. He had to be running around with Boosie and Nick Cannon and all them, man. Girls like that, bro. You gotta slow down, bro. Like him and what's the dude name? Bronner. Like you know, he made me want to change my name as much as he be losing. Like
yeah.
But hey, like I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, man. I just want to come on here and tell you.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
And I'll holler at you tomorrow. Like I said, we'll be going on like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock my time, so we can go on before that.
All right, cool.
9 o'clock your time, 8 o'clock my time. So we go on before that. After that, just let me know.
I got you, man. Appreciate you, man, and all your support, bro. Love you, man.
Thank you, man. Peace.
Yep. Peace. Yeah.
That's like fam, huh?
Yeah. He cool, man. Actually, he been because I started my channel back in technically 2011, but I really started getting posting a lot of content like 2014. So he been around since 2014. So he been supporting me. Yeah, he real cool.
That's what's up. Yeah, like for me, you know, like I said, you know, like for me, I'm not that very sociable. Like for me, like because I have like autism a little bit.
Okay.
So like sometimes like with my speech, it's hard to get things out as like as normal as others. So like, you know, it takes time, you know, but I learn from it, you know, I get help on that, you know, and so like talking to people and it helps me like with my social skills, you know, it helps me with my vocabulary, you know, talking about sports, talking about politics or music, you know, so it helps me. And I'm also on Instagram and your followers, you guys can follow me too. You know, feel free to follow me. 21 Nick Savage. You know, I'm on Instagram, on IG. So yeah, we can support each other there. You know, yeah, I'm always on Instagram posting like about, you know, the Chargers and Lakers. So yeah, like I usually use social media as like a positive influence, you know. Like I know there's some bad stuff on social media, but you have to block that and use social media as a positive, you know, to connect with people.
Yeah, it's like therapeutic for me. That's why I like you know, making YouTube videos. It's like therapy for me, especially, you know, when I have like a rough day at work. I'll say, let me just see what's going on in the world. There's always something going on in the world, and I always talking about it. And it's a good way for me to express myself. And that's originally why I started YouTube, you know. And actually to get me comfortable talking, literally, you know. So yeah, man, and you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. I really like it though. Like meeting people all over the world. Like I remember I went live when I was talking about the Brian Laundrie situation. And it was a lady from Australia that subscribed to me. I'm looking like so this is how powerful the media is. I'm like, wow. Like, you know, and it's like, you know, that's why I do it though, because you never know who's watching or listening to you, man. You know.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing though. Also too, I don't know, Nicholas Twin, but if you, because you don't have a YouTube, well, technically you have a YouTube channel, you got a Gmail account, but like you don't like post, you don't create any videos. But when you start doing, I'll advise you to create a TikTok, because TikTok, you can gain a lot of traction. It's actually about 1.7 billion users on TikTok, and you can create, if you, because I shared my videos on TikTok and I'm getting like a lot of traction from it. And then I share my YouTube link on there. And
I actually have a TikTok account.
Okay. Yeah.
It's I mean, I haven't posted like in about a year.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of comments on my video, like feedback. I was just like having fun with it. It might have been like on a Saturday night, like on a snowy night here in New Jersey. And I was like, let's do a TikTok. And I was just like having fun dancing and singing, all that type of stuff. So, and it was during COVID too. So it's like, we couldn't really go out. So yeah, I was like, okay, let me just have fun with it. And I got a lot of comments and views. It wasn't like over 1 million, you know, it wasn't like I wasn't like Justin Bieber, like doing TikToks like that.
Right.
You know, it was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool.
Yeah,
So I got a TikTok, I got Instagram, I got Facebook, I got Twitter, I got all the social media accounts that you can name, you know, YouTube. But I definitely want to start like doing like a podcast,
okay.
you know, like a pretty much a sports spot podcast, and just like
Okay.
talk about, you know, sports related issues like about basketball, football, baseball, you know,
Hmm.
because those are the three sports that I watch and pay attention to, you know, and I want to be a broadcaster, and that's my dream goal is to be
Okay.
a broadcaster. Like if you watch Monday Night Football and you see guys like Joe Buck and Al Michaels
Yeah.
broadcast again, you know, like that.
Yeah. Them guys. Yeah. Like them. I remember Chris Collinsworth. He used to do
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, Mike Tirico, you know, and they
Hmm.
make good money. You know,
Hmm.
like Stuart Scott actually was like my idol, the late great Stuart Scott,
Hmm.
from ESPN. You know, like when I used to like watch him, like he had this demeanor, like his swag, you know, like to like how he used to talk about sports, and then at the same time he was going through chemo and cancer. Like
Yeah.
he was pretty much one of the strongest person that I knew, you know,
Hmm.
like did like his job at a highest level, you
Right.
know, like he never showed like a sign of him like stressing out. Like he always went to work like at
Yeah.
100%, you
Yeah.
know.
Exactly. That's good, man. You can do it and stuff. Are you like slowly going to school for it, or trying to just get?
I'm looking for it. Like so right now there's this school in the area of New Jersey. It's called the College of New Jersey, TCNJ,
Okay.
and they have some like you know, broadcasting and um like camera skills like that. Same with Rider University. It's another college here in New Jersey. They do the
Okay.
same thing like broadcasting and sports media, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good, man. That's good. That's good. Yeah,
yeah,
keep it up, man. Like I said, you can do anything you put your mind to. That's what I tell my wife too, man. Because you know, you could be that's probably for a video, but I'll share it. But like, you can be discouraged a lot, especially when you're young.
yeah,
If you have like a disability or something, you know, you think you might, you know, just kind of be limited in doing things. But at the end of the day, I feel like we're all unique. You know, if we're born on this earth, I feel like we all have a purpose. And, you know, and yeah, it might be different than others, but you still have an opportunity to impact the world. So I just say, like, man, just keep pushing, man. And just like I said, life is a marathon. Don't worry about like, hey, you got people that's like, you know, 25, 26 making millions. I'm like, okay. But at the end of the day, just focus on your path, you
yeah.
know, and things will come, man. Like I said, everybody has a story, man. And like never compare your life to other people. I'm telling you, do not do that. You
Oh yeah,
know, just take one day at a time. And long as you're moving and you're not saying you have a goal and you're moving and you taking one step at a time, like you eventually reach your goal, man. It's like a mountain, right? You know, I
yeah,
mean, yeah, it seems daunting, but once you start focusing on one step you know, and another step, next thing you know, you look up, hey, you're on top of the mountain.
yeah.
So, you
Yeah,
know,
see, like right now, I
yeah,
work at Buffalo Wild Wings. Like I'm
that's what's
pretty
up.
sure that there's a lot of chains of them in
Yeah,
Michigan. Like
yeah,
I work at a Buffalo Wild Wings, and you know they know that I have some learning challenges. They know I
yeah,
have a disability.
yeah.
So but they always treat me like I'm one of their own. Like I felt like since I've been there, like
Hmm.
I've connected with people. Like I've made friends with people there
Hmm.
at my job. Like I talk to the customers that come in, so
Yeah.
like they even know me. Like they say, "Hey Nick," or "What's up, Nicholas? How you doing, buddy?" So
Hmm.
like having those friendships that I've built over the years since I've
Yeah.
been there, like has been like really amazing, because like it's practicing for me. Like when I step out to the real world, you know, and meet people
Yeah.
like in person, like meet people like at a YouTube social media event, or meet people at a sporting event. Like yesterday, like hosting my first Charger meet and greet. Like that's always
That
what I
was so
wanted to
big.
do, you
Yeah.
know, and I did, and I said, and I reached out to the Charger fan club. They're called Bolt Pride. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure you heard of them, Bolt Pride Row Ride.
I heard of them. I think on
Yeah.
Facebook I follow them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we have different chapters around the country. So like, I'm pretty sure there's a Detroit one, there's a San Diego based one, Philadelphia one. So I said, hey, can I join the meet and greet? Can I host it? And so I talked to my buddy. His name is Alvarez. He's the founder of Boat Pride. So he's like, yeah, let me. I'm gonna put you in. You can host it with somebody named Eric, and I hosted it, and it was amazing. Like, it was a good turnout. We had fun. Yeah, it was a really good turnout. Like, if you ever get a chance to come to Philly for a game, like for a Charger game or anything, you definitely need to check out South Street. It's called
South
South.
Street.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't know what they have in Detroit. Like if you heard of San Diego, the gas lamp, like the gas lamp district, it's like almost like Bourbon Street in New Orleans. Like
I heard of Bourbon Street. Okay.
Yeah, so like a lot of businesses, restaurants, bars, yeah, so it's like that, like a big block party almost.
Okay.
Yeah. South Street is like very good. Like they have.
So they got a strip. So South Street, that's in downtown Philly, or
yeah, it's like almost near downtown, like on the outskirts of downtown Philly. It's like considered uptown. So like yeah, it's considered uptown, but you can take down, like, to get to downtown, you could like just go like straight through South Street. It's almost like a straight road. But yeah, there's like a Dave and Buster's. Like Dave and Buster's is like the head their headquarters is there, and their main restaurant is there, and it's like pretty huge. Like we thought about having it there, but it was like too expensive. It was gonna be like $200 to like. I was like, for what? I was like, yeah.
Jesus, yeah.
I was like, yeah. Let's just hold it at Patty Wax, the smaller location. But yeah, it was good.
That's what's up, man. That's good, man. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go to Philly. I gotta go to California too, man. I want to. I was talking to LA Original because he's from there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
I think I'm subscribed to him actually.
Yeah, he talk about Chargers stuff all the time. He talk about Dodgers too. Lakers, all that. So, I'm starting because like I said, I'm from Detroit. I love the Detroit Pistons. I like Detroit Tigers, the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Lions at heart, but I still like, I still love the Chargers though. But and I was thinking about, because you follow NBA, right? A lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I know the Lake, I know the Pistons right now. We got Case Cunningham. He's pretty good.
He's a baller. Yeah, he's a baller.
But I know we've been losing a lot of close games. I'm like, freak. And I know I was following the Lakers, and Lakers, like, they were up by like 20. I don't know, for some reason they can't defeat OKC this.
We always have trouble with them.
I was just like, dog, like, yeah.
Like,
that's
I
frustrating.
think since we drafted Lonzo, it's been like that. Like
yeah.
For some reason, the Thunder always have our number.
Yeah,
they always have our number. Like going back to the playoffs, like when Kobe was still playing.
Yeah,
like I remember when Oklahoma City was like starting to become OKC. Like Westbrook and Harden and Durant were still on that team, and they had Kendrick Perkins. Like we just couldn't beat the Thunder. Like they gave us problems. And that same year, I think they went to the NBA Finals and lost to Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
LeBron. Yeah. I was like we would have went there and played LeBron, but the Thunder knocked us out. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, because I was like, when y'all was up by like 18, 20 something points, I was like, damn, they still find a way to win. Because I'm like, y'all got Russell Westbrook, Rondo, y'all got a good squad, Anthony Davis, LeBron. Y'all might win a championship. But then again, too, it's a long season, but like
Howard,
I said,
Dwight Howard, I don't know. He's just he's a head case though. He's
a crybaby, bro. I mean, like,
yeah. And Davis had to put him in check. Like, he's toxic.
Yeah,
he's toxic.
I used to like him too when he was with the Orlando Magic. I remember he took the Magic to the finals against the Lakers.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, like I said, that was all him. Though, like I said, Dwight Howard's a good player, but he's just
at the stage of his career, he's not what he used to be. And And it's like that in sports. Like, you know, like when a good player has been playing for a long time, sometimes, you know, you have to know when it's time to hang it up
Yeah.
or time to slow it down, you know.
That's what I was. Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, man. With the Chargers though, I feel kind of optimistic with them. I think we're going somewhere. Hopefully, like I said, we keep the ball rolling though. Like I said, it did kind of scare me though this season how we got blown out by the Ravens because I was like, this is a potential team we have to go against in the playoffs, and we struggling with them in the pay. I was like, but like I said, we'll see. You know. But I like Brandon Staley though. Like he's very motivating. He's doing everything, you know. So I think those boys are playing for him.
Yeah.
So I don't think I don't have too much to worry about.
Like even before Brandon Staley became our head coach.
Yeah.
Like I remember like people were asking me like, so who do you want as your head coach? And I was like, that's a toss up. Like I like Brandon Staley. I like Eric Bieniemy from Kansas City. I think we looked at him as a possible candidate. I'm not sure to be honest with you. I liked what's his name? A college coach. I even thought. I said even Brian Shaw from Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a good fit. Like Shaw, he's a good coach for Stanford. Like I think he took them to a couple of college football playoffs if I'm mistaken, but I know the last couple of years for Stanford hasn't been really good. But he recruits pretty good, and I'm like, yeah, that would be the guy to have as a good head coach. But Staley, yeah, he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah,
doing a pretty good job. I like him.
Yeah, I do too. Like I said, I'm real excited though, man. I think we got a good one as Herbert. I don't know what I was thinking. I really thought we should have drafted Tua at first. I didn't know Herbert was gonna be this good.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad that we, whew, man. Because if we would have got Tua, I don't know. We probably would have been below 500. I don't know. I don't think we would have. I don't think he would do good in our system.
Yeah.
You know, with Herbert, I'm like, wow, like just came out balling as a rookie, man. I mean, dang, that was amazing. I was like, wow, you know.
Yeah,
So,
and Tua had that injury too, and it's like, yeah, you wouldn't even know what he would be like, you know.
Yeah.
Like he was just coming off of a hip surgery, you
I
know.
Did he play today? Because I think Miami won.
I think so. I didn't check the score.
Okay.
Who are they playing? Buffalo?
They played no. Jags played Buffalo. Who did Miami play, man? Because they won.
Baltimore?
Nope. I'm looking now. Who did they?
Oh, the Texans, I think.
The
Texans.
Yeah, they defeat the Texans. Okay. Well, okay, 17-9. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Texans are tanking, but yeah.
What do you think, Deshaun Watson? What do you think that situation is going to play?
Ooh, so I think he wants to go to Miami because they was trying to finalize that deal. But you know, I think he should. I think he, like I said, they still trying to clear a lot of things up. But I think he may be going to Miami because you know, because at the moment right now the Texans right now, let's say they still trying to
they don't know still.
Yeah, they don't know. They tanking right now and stuff like that. It seems like they trying to go with Tyrod Taylor or they trying to build around him. But Tyrod Taylor had a bad game, threw 3 picks today. So yeah, man. I mean, at this point, because Deshaun Watson is filling up a roster spot, he's still getting paid. They're not going to play him due to his allegations and stuff, and that's crazy too. I mean, because Deshaun Watson came they had a down year last year, but I mean, before then, though, they was kind of doing pretty good,
they were contenders. Like what?
Yeah,
they had DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller, like legitimate contenders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like Texans, they trying to clean house, man. The fans are like, "Oh, we already tanking and stuff." So I think Deshaun Watson, the only team that's probably just going to accept him right now is probably the Dolphins. But then again, too, though, you drafted Tua, so that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt the confidence of Tua, though. So
like he pretty much you pretty much just got my replacement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So 12, like, wait a minute. So I'm gonna be a second string. So I don't know. It's a little rough though on the back end.
I don't know, maybe a team like Atlanta. Atlanta could use like he could back up Matt Ryan, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could. He could.
I think Matt Ryan is probably he probably seen his best days.
Yeah, the Falcons. Like I said, yeah, my dad's a Falcons fan, and I know he was kind of. He still bring up that Super Bowl. I'm like, I know.
I know every Falcon fan that does. Yeah.
That messed that city. That messed the city up. I really thought they had it in the bag though. That was kind of messed up. That's hard to come back from that.
That I think, but you know what though? When you're up 28-3 at halftime,
yeah,
right?
Late in third,
you're in full control.
Yeah.
Who was the actual reason why they lost? Like, who was the blame? Like, was it Matt Ryan? Was it the coach?
I don't know, man. Like, but then again, too, was it coaching? It could be a variety of things.
Yeah.
You got to think about remember, this is not the first time that happened. Well, I won't say first time, but I remember back then in 2013, the Ravens and the 49ers winning the Super Bowl. And the Ravens almost lost that. Well, could think about, too, it was you can whole conspiracy, the whole blackout, that situation that happened. But the Ravens was blowing them out. And then the 49ers just started coming back, you know. So, I mean, to the last second. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know if they got gassed out or you know what I'm saying, Bill Belichick too, he made some adjustments. I don't know. It's because it's hard for a team to come back 28 to well, then again too, a lot of teams did it against the Falcons though. So it probably was coaching.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's why what's his name is not there anymore. Dan Quinn.
Yeah, he with the
Cowboys.
He doing good with the Cowboys now. But yeah.
What is he? Their defensive coordinator?
Yep.
And
the Cowboys lost to the Broncos. Dang it. I wish the Broncos would have lost that game too. It's all good.
Yeah.
AFC West is so
it's up and down.
Wide open. Yeah, it's wide open. I don't know who's gonna win it. I did say it's gonna be between the Chiefs and the Chargers, the AFC West title, but we'll see.
The Raiders are I mean, they lost today, but
they did.
Their record shows that I don't know. The Raiders' record that doesn't show like what they really are. You know, for me, I think the Raiders look like they're like a 4-6 type of team. You know.
Yeah,
not like a 6-2 or whatever they are.
I think they're 5-3 now, but
5-3. You know, they look like a team that they should be 3-5 with all their allegations that have been going on, like with John Gruden and
see, but the thing is too now because they got a bad image now, man. Because Henry Ruggs, man, killed the lady. That is sad. And then you got one of their cornerbacks too. He got to a car accident. It's just like, bro, like, yeah, you could. I mean, the environment, but the thing is too, they in Las Vegas, but you can't blame the city because of people's mistakes. My thing is that I mean, these are professionals, bro. Like he could have Henry Ruggs. Did you know in the NFL they could have called? It's a button that you not push, but you can. It's a number that they can call if you're intoxicated. You need to go somewhere. They will pay for it. You know what I'm saying? All you do, they take you where you need to go.
Yeah.
So I just feel like he probably thought he was unstoppable. He can get away with it, and it's fun. And the thing is, Henry Ruggs liked to race a lot too. And the thing is too, it's just. It was just sad though, and also too, like even though there are rivals, but I like Henry Ruggs. So he was pretty good in Alabama. Won a national championship with him. It's pretty good. He came a long way. Now, yeah.
Did you see that hit?
Oh no, I didn't.
It's targeting.
It's 5 minutes left. Oh,
that's targeting right there.
Is Derrick Henry?
He's hurt. He's out for the year.
He out for the year. Deontay Foreman, Foreman, they got injured. Okay.
That's targeting right there.
Yeah.
The hit up high, you can't do that. You know they're going to throw the flag.
Adrian Peterson plays for Tennessee. Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think he was on the roster, I don't think.
No. He was on the practice squad, I thought, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson, man.
He was about to do like some dancing show, like So You Think You Can Dance?
Oh yeah, he need
He
that
was
money
about to
though.
go on that show.
Yeah, he's in debt though. He need that money. That's another reason why he's still playing. But the thing is though, he's really good too. So I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
broke.
like AP. I
Yeah,
like
he
AP.
really good with the Vikings, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
I remember that one game, the same game that Antonio Cromartie ran back that kickoff return.
yeah.
Again, it was like a missed field goal, like a 110-yard missed field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Peterson, he just went off on us. And LaDainian had a good game too. I
Yeah.
remember that. It was like a 10 a.m. like start. I was like making a breakfast one day with my dad, and then Antonio Cromartie. This was like before halftime. The Vikings kicker was going up to make the field goal. It came up short. I was like, "Is Cromartie about to run this back?" And then he just takes off, goes down the sideline, and
Yeah.
I'm like, he just ran back a missed field goal. And I saw Devin Hester do it a couple of times with
Yeah.
Chicago. I'm
Yeah.
like, Antonio Cromartie really about to do that. I'm like, that's crazy. Yeah, he just ran it back on them.
Yeah. That's funny, man. I was like, dude.
And then like 1 week later, Antonio Cromartie did that one-handed interception.
Yeah.
Off of Peyton Man. He like did like that. Like a Odell. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just like, man, I love them games. Man, them games are funny, man. Oh.
Yeah, that 2007 Charger year was pretty fun, man. Like
yeah.
just being in San Diego, because like feeling the city, like the vibe,
Yeah.
like around that time, we had Sean Merriman, we had Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates.
Antonio Gates, Darren Sproles. I remember one year we went pretty far to the divisional round, but we lost. Guess who we lost? We lost to when he was a rookie, Mark freaking Sanchez in the division.
I remember that. Yeah,
and that's when he was good though. We lost to him. We lost to the Jets, bro. Like I think it was like 2010 season, 2009 season. Bro, I was like, oh, then we had Vincent Jackson, because I remember one time it was a penalty and then he kicked the flag or whatever.
He kicked the challenge flag.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, oh my God. And then I can't believe we lost. I was like, we lost to this rookie, Mark Sanchez.
Kading missed 3 field goals.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I hated Mark Sanchez. I was like, bro.
That was before he became the Mark Sanchez that he is now.
Yeah, the butt fumble.
Yeah. that was like 2 years prior to that.
Yeah.
At least. I remember that season.
Yeah.
And then I remember when we beat the Colts.
Yeah.
In the playoff game. It was like the wild card game.
Yeah.
Darren Sproles had that walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Yeah.
And then Peyton Manning was driving downfield, and I think that's when the Cromartie interception happened. He leaned back with one hand, like he pulled like an Odell type of catch. I was like, yeah, and then we won. Yeah, there was like a lot of Charger memories, like the playoff game against Cincinnati in 2013.
Yeah,
when we beat them. There was like a couple of heartbreakers, like the one against the Patriots, where we were playing them in our home field. We were like 14-2, I think 14-3. LaDainian had the leading rushing record of that season.
Yeah,
and I remember Marlon McCree. He was our safety at the time. He picked off Tom Brady, and then he fumbled the ball. And then one of the Patriot players, I forgot who it was. It might have been Wes Welker. He recovered the fumble, and then we lost. And then we fired Marty Schottenheimer. I'm like,
yeah, man, it's been some crazy stuff, bro. Yeah. I like I said, man. I just wish the Chargers, like I said, man. I want to see. I want to get a ring. I want a freaking ring, bro. We need it, bro. I swear, like I'd be like EDP, bro. Like I remember.
Yeah, I know EDP. Yeah.
Before EDP got to, he is so funny still. But anyway, before EDP got to a situation, I remember when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, whatever. And Meek Mill, I think was dissing. I think Meek Mill like said something inappropriate about the Eagles like a year after or whatever. And then he was like, "I ain't no fake ass fan. I got my ring." The EDP had this Super Bowl ring. Like I think it was a fan. I think it was a fan made one. But I was just like, man, I want to get one. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I mean, I'll probably buy me a replica one. Like, you know, not obviously a real one. Can't afford it. I'll probably buy me like a replica one as a fan one because you can buy those. So with my team one, I'll probably wear it. But man, I really, like I said, I really hope though, man. I mean, do you think we can win a Super Bowl with Justin Herbert, like in general?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like even like with Phillip Rivers, I thought we should have had at least one.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll tell you which one that I thought we should have had. The one in 2006 when we went 14-2 and lost to New England in the divisional. I thought we should have won that because I think if we would have went to that Super Bowl that same year, we would have played Chicago, and then we would have
yeah.
And then the following year, in 2007, I thought we should have won that, and then of course we had to play New England again in the playoffs, and then they lost to the Giants. I'm like, we should have beat the Giants, literally. We should have beat the Giants that year.
Yeah.
So I think we should have had at least one or two, at least two.
Yeah, that's what Phillip Rivers, that's what I'm saying. Like at least one or two.
If it wasn't for Rivers playing on that torn ACL, I think that game would have decided. You know, we would have at least went to the Super Bowl that year in Arizona and beat the Giants. Like I don't think but then you had that whole Eli not wanting to come to San Diego.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like if whoever lost that game, you would have been like, okay, well, was that trade worth it? You know, like so you would have heard that, but I think we would have at least heard we would have won two at least.
Yeah.
But I remember when Eli. Well, no, I was kind of like in elementary school when that happened. I was like, like 7, 8. When Eli was like saying, "No, I don't want to come to San Diego." So at the time, I was young. I didn't really understand it until like later.
Yeah.
And then I was like, he really chickened out. He really had his dad come out and say like, "No, I don't want Eli to play in San Diego." But then I guess he didn't want to play in the same division as his brother, you know, because he would have played the Colts in the playoffs or somebody like that. So he didn't want to have to go through all that. But he kind of like chickened out, Eli.
Yeah, going to the Giants. So I'm like, it is what it is. I remember we had Drew Brees though. We had Drew Brees for a minute, you know, and then like I said, we got because Phillip Rivers, he was a backup, I think, at one time.
Yeah, I was actually at that game where he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah,
where Drew Brees hurt his shoulder.
Yeah,
I was at that game.
Phillip Rivers came in and stuff, and Drew Brees went to the same. But yeah, you know, and he won a Super Bowl, so I don't know, man.
Big Ben, he was in that draft class.
Yeah, Big Ben, Michael Vick was too.
Yeah, Vick.
Yep.
I don't think Vick has any Super Bowls, does he?
No.
He came close, just like Rivers.
He came close. Yeah, he never went to a Super Bowl. I mean, he went to some playoff games, but because he was good with the Falcons.
Romo, we could say about Romo, but Romo's borderline though.
Yeah, he's a hit or miss. He's a hit or miss. I mean, like I say, he has some good seasons, and it's like, you know,
in the playoffs, he kind of stunk it up.
yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, like I said, I remember all these quarterbacks, man. Like I remember when RG3 came out, he was sweet with Washington. They went to the playoffs his first game. I remember when he got drafted, I was like, oh, Redskins gonna be good. Because I remember when he first got drafted, right? Mike Shanahan and all that stuff. He went against the Saints their first game, beat the Saints, bro, at New Orleans. I was like, damn. You know, Washington was on a good little run until then, you know, he ended up getting hurt.
That was the year after they had McNabb. McNabb was McNabb was just leaving.
Yeah, Robert Griffin, he was on commercials. Like, yeah, he was really, people was like, man, like, I thought Washington had a good one. But it's just amazing, like, how quarterbacks, like I don't know, like, your career can just, can, don't might not last as long. It's weird how that goes, man. Like that's why you need the right coaches, man. That's so important. You need the right trainers, like, because now you don't really hear too much about RG3 anymore. It's just I remember the Cardinals drafted Josh Rosen. They thought he was the one. You don't hear too much about him.
Is he even on the roster?
He a backup to someone, but I don't know. He's somewhere. But it's just like like Geno Smith. Like it's just weird. Like like you was that number one guy. Now you just
a backup to Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And then Colt McCoy, he came from the Browns.
The Browns made a lot of bad decisions.
Yeah,
until they figured out Baker.
Baker's actually decent. I like Baker.
Yeah,
he's actually not that bad, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's how I said the whole thing about the Odell situation. Like, yeah, Odell's a good wide receiver, but then again, I know that it could be a cancer. He could be like want to do what he want to do. Of course, Baker Mayfield ain't gonna rat on him like that because it's not good to the media. But at the same time, though, like I noticed that it's been a trend that Baker Mayfield is playing so much better and confident without Odell. It's like a lot of pressure is out of him because he's like, okay, Odell's in the lineup. He know if I don't throw it at him, he's gonna do a temper tantrum and kind of fucks everything up. I just feel like
throwing water coolers and
Baker,
the kicking net.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's more of an introvert too. So you know what I'm saying? So he probably get kind of uncomfortable around him. So I know this is like, Baker Mayfield's playing a lot better too. Like he did today. Blew out the Bengals. It's just like, and then you got Steve Smith who made a comment about saying that, oh, the reason why he don't want to play with you because you average, you're not good. I'm like, come on, bro. Baker Mayfield took the Browns they went 6-10 in 2019, and last year they went 11-5 and won the first round. Like, did people forget about that? Like, Baker Mayfield is not trash. Like,
and I even thought that year when they had Odell in 2019, I was like, okay, they're probably gonna make some noise in the postseason, and then that Myles Garrett incident really played a big picture. When he hit whoever he hit in the head, I don't know who was playing quarterback.
Was
it Duck Hodges or somebody?
No, it was. What's his name?
I see his face.
Yeah.
Josh Reddick or something like that. Oh, Rudolph.
Kyle
Rudolph. He hit him in the head with a. I was like, okay, there goes their season. I was like, there goes that season.
Yeah,
they thought they were gonna go to the postseason, but that was like the dumbest play that I've seen.
Myles Garrett could have killed him. He could have killed him. Yeah, because if he would have, luckily he had it upside. But if he would have had it on the side, oh my god, he would have had brain damage. It would have been bad. Yeah,
he would have sued him.
Yeah, he could have killed him, man. That was bad. I'm surprised Myles Garrett. Well, he worked some things out. He's still playing, but that could have been ugly.
Yeah, still Steeler fans till this day still give him crap about that.
Yeah, you could have killed them.
Yeah. And me as a Charger fan, like, I hate players that do that, man. Like dirty players.
Yeah.
Like you might say, like, oh, you have good character or you're very humble, but the way you play like that, like after the whistle, come on, like I just lost respect for him.
And then he said he called him the N-word. I don't think he did, but I don't know what said.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be
he probably did. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Because I'm trying to figure out what made him that mad to the point that he so he had to say something to him.
Yeah, that messed up the whole Browns season. And Freddie Kitchens, like I wasn't even a Freddie Kitchens supporter when he became the head coach. I'm like, he's just not the right guy for that Browns system.
Yeah.
But when they got Stefanski, I was like, he could be the missing piece, that they need.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see.
What do you think about that Kaepernick special on Netflix? If you
I gotta
saw it,
watch. I haven't watched it. I gotta watch it.
it's good, man.
It's
It's
really good.
good.
Is it
Yeah.
really about? It's about his life and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
like it's about like how he grew up as a kid, and like him facing discrimination,
Okay.
and he was raised in like a he was adopted, so he was
Okay.
raised by his adopted step family. So like it tells them like it shows like how some of his step parents like wasn't even supportive. I mean, they were supportive, but they just didn't get the black side of it. You know, they
Oh, I
just
get what you're saying.
like they just like rubbed him like every time he got pulled over or every time he got called the N word. It was like okay, just what just shake it off, and it's gonna be all right. But we've been going us as black people, we've been going through that for years. You know,
Yeah. Still going
so
through.
it's like yeah, and it's still going on, and it seemed like his step parents didn't do that. You know,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
didn't see the black side of it. They didn't see his black side. You know,
I wonder what. Then I guess I'm pretty sure it talked about what inspired him to play football and all that.
yeah, and
Okay.
it said I'm not gonna give too much away,
Okay.
but because I'm pretty sure there's other people that still need to watch it, but
Yeah.
like the NFL draft combine, like
Hmm.
he said that was like almost like slavery to like how they treated like the black players especially, like yeah, it's something that I advise people to watch and pay attention to,
Okay.
because it's something that still needs to be talked about, social issues,
Yeah.
and we're just coming off of one last year, like the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and
Yeah.
Ahmaud Arbery, so that
Yeah.
was what he took a knee for and protested against, so it's a very powerful message. It has a powerful message, you know.
Okay. Yeah, man. He's because I remember that. Yeah, NFL lost a lot of ratings for that too. I mean, like I said, I had some mixed issues with it. I mean, I was supportive of Colin Kaepernick when he took a knee, and
Yeah,
then on some things I wasn't supportive of what he was doing because I was like, oh well, it's really not the NFL responsibility. It was just a lot of stuff going on,
yeah,
but I mean, like I said, man, it's rough. It is rough. Like I said, in this country, we still go through that. That like I said, people are fed up like that. George Floyd, many other cities, major cities like were rioting. That was crazy, man. 2020, man.
hmm
Then you got this pandemic going on. Like it's so, and then the critical race theory. It's a lot, man. But like I said, this is a dark history in America. Like you can't just wish that under the bush, man. You have to talk about that stuff, man. A lot of
yeah,
generations need to know about that. Not only slavery, but like what blacks had to overcome and still going through, you know. It's yeah, it's a lot, man. But that's why I feel like as African Americans, like we gotta stick together, man. Like, if especially as black men, we all we got,
mhm.
man. You know.
Yeah.
Uh
And see, like with me, like I'm 25,
yeah,
so like I'm still young, I'm still, I mean, I don't watch as much politics
yeah,
like that. I mean, I know this sounds bad, like I watch like sports like
yeah,
24/7, like, or
yeah,
just listen to music on my free time. But I mean, I do go to the gym, which is good, but I
yeah,
mean, not to like jump off topic, but like I don't know. I felt like during 2020 and that whole like thing, like I was like, that's what Colin Kaepernick was pretty much protesting,
yeah.
and it's funny like seeing like all these white like people saying, okay, I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should have got it 5-6 years ago when we were trying to protest about Michael Brown or the
Yeah,
kid in Missouri, the or the kid that got shot in Florida for just walking with a bag of candy in his hands from
yeah,
CVS.
Yeah, Trayvon Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trayvon Martin. Like we've been doing this for years, trying to make our voices heard, and that's why, like, when Trump got into the NFL, he was like, when Trump said, like, "Oh, get these son of a, out of here." I'm like, what president does that? Like,
Yeah.
who calls a bunch of players SOBs?
You call these grown men SOBs, putting their life on the line. SOB,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, like you could be doing all these other things, like trying to fix the country and trying to make, like, yeah, he was just like a bad president, like calling like all these like poor countries shit holes.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you're the freaking president of the. I mean, I don't want to curse because I don't. Do
Yeah,
that.
I get you. I get you.
It's like
Yeah.
you're the president of the United States. Like, do your job. Like, stop going on Twitter and calling people names and stuff like that. You know, because young people, they go on Twitter. People like me,
Yeah.
like they go on Twitter and social media. Like, what? You're the president. Run the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, all rounds just scored.
So. Yeah, it looks like the Titans got it.
Yeah, they do. They outplayed them. The Titans are a good team in the AFC, man. We'll see, man. Like I said, I don't know who's got it, man. AFC is, like I said, it's wide open. We'll see, man. But I love sports too, man. Like that's what I like about sports. Like, not to put politics in it, but like, yeah, it's just like everybody, come together regardless of where you from. You rooting for a team, because we got that common goal. We want to win, everybody high-fiving and stuff. It's fun, man.
Yeah, like I know some some other cultures that like the NFL. Like what I mean by other cultures, like they could be like Filipino American and Indian American, like, and they still like watch football and become a fan. Like the NFL is becoming more diverse when it comes to fans.
Yeah.
Like and like whether that's like having more LGBT fans, and I'm a big supporter of the LGBT community. I support them, very good. I mean that I'm not, gay myself, but I support them like very, very supportively. I have friends, that are LGBT and watch football. They look up to guys like I forgot that he plays on the Raiders, who just came out over the summer. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like, yeah, so like football brings people together,
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so I really enjoy watching football, basketball, baseball, sports, going to sporting event, meeting new people.
Yeah.
Like, it really helps me, and like I said, you're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, 21 Nick Savage. We can also connect on there, and just like chop it up and become more friends and start this friendship.
Yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna do that, and like I said, I'm gonna start going live a little bit more too, because I know I've been posting like uploads, which is cool. But like I said, I want that more interaction and have you guys have opportunity go in the chat. So like I said, I'm trying to do more. I'm gonna do that. I got some cases I'm trying to follow too. Like I was doing the Cal Rittenhouse case, trying to do the Ahmaud Arbery. That's commencing. So I'm trying to cover that. So like I said, this channel is a variety of things. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I talk about everything, man. It's sort of like with Stephen Rose stuff. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Like I said, tomorrow I'll talk about the Astro World situation, man.
Okay.
Like
I'm pretty sure I'll be on.
Yeah, it's just really broke my heart, man, on my spirit, because seeing young people getting carried out like that at a concert, that's very sad.
And most of them lost their life. Like the youngest one was like 13, 14.
Yeah, man. And they was from between the ages 14 to 27, and then it was like a fan that was brave enough to go on stage and informing Travis Scott, like, listen, man, you got to stop the concert. It's people dying, literally, like, And he was like, and Travis Scott responded saying that, well, you guys know what y'all came here for, and still continue to perform.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. Like, that's what I told my mom. I said, if I felt like he allowed that. I felt like Travis Scott allowed that. Like he would have said, like, okay, don't do all these mosh pits and don't act crazy like that. You know, just go to the concert, sing, have a good time, put your hands up, dance. Like, don't start like a mosh pit. Don't go like all rioting like that. Don't go sneaking into a concert and jumping over fences. Like, no, that causes danger and all these.
Well, I heard too, it was one TikTokers talking because it was a VIP section. There was some celebrities there, and they was telling the fans was like, "Listen, man, can you all tell Travis Scott like to stop, or is ambulance trying to come through?" The people in the VIP section didn't care. They said, "Hey, man, get the F out of here."
He I mean, Travis Scott, like he's got the money like for security and stuff like this, like for stuff like this to happen. Like, how do you not be prepared? Like, come on, you got all the money in the world to do, like have this stuff be planned.
But then again, too, I don't know. Like, it's gonna be hard to be a lawsuit because I mean, even though Travis Scott, he can pretty much pay all the you know what I'm saying,
his lawyers.
Because he, you know, you got to think it's he with Kendall Jenner too. Kendall Jenner's like a billionaire, so I'm pretty sure they have the top lawyers and they can probably brush this under the rug. So I don't know. It's gonna be, I don't know. It's something has to happen though, because I think he just can't get away with this though. Something has to happen.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching for sure. Like I was watching the news before I turned on football. Like my mom had on CNN and that's what they were talking about, the concert and me. Like I didn't know what happened until like this morning. Like I didn't know the severity of it. So
because
I'll definitely
like dying. I'm like, how is that possible? I was like, oh, okay, it kind of makes sense if you all bunched up and it's hot. I get it.
I thought like when I heard Travis Scott, like people died. Like I thought there was another shooting, like a mass shooting. Like I thought. Like how there was in Las Vegas at that concert where somebody just shot from the top of the
I remember that.
Yeah. Like I thought that happened again. I was like, oh no, now we got to talk about another mass shooting and gun control. But this is another serious topic where it involved like somebody's life being taken away and people getting hurt, severely. So I'll definitely make sure tomorrow I'll join the conversation.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
And I know like I have some stuttering issues, but that's okay. I always try to work on that and grow on that too, so I can be more understandable.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm about to sign out of here, man. I'm probably trying to catch the game too Monday night. I'll be watching that too.
Yeah, the Steelers and the Bears. I like Pittsburgh in that one.
That's gonna be a good game. I like Justin Fields too. Yeah,
I'm an Ohio State fan, so I got to root against my old quarterback.
yeah. We'll see, man. Man. Like I said, I'm glad Chargers won, man, and
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'll be on your live tomorrow, or if your friend is going on live and they're gonna be talking about the Travis Scott incident, I'll make sure to pop up on this what's it called, StreamYard?
StreamYard, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll be sure to stop by and like I said, follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you right back, so we can talk some more and connect.
Got you, man. All right, man. All right, nigga. So thanks for coming in, man.
No problem, brother.
Care, man.
All right, fam.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too, brother.
All right, late.